So all the streamers that I typically watch on Twitch have been playing Marvel Rivals. I haven't played, but I have fallen in love with Squirrel Girl. She is so cute, and I don't know if I can commit to making the whole cosplay. First, I want to see if I can even make the tail. I think that would be the hardest part of her look, and I'm not quite sure if that's something that I have the capability of doing. And I think I might have all the materials to make her tail. So let's see if we can do this. So I looked through my fabric stash and I found this fur. And I think it will be enough for the squirrel tail. Actually, I don't know, it might not be enough. We'll see. Maybe we can get some cheap fur. I don't want to buy anything. And then if I want to continue with the cosplay, I found this for her like socks, boots, whatever that she has. I do not have the proper material for her jacket, so we'll see if we can even do the tail before we start planning the rest of the cosplay.
So I got this pattern from NearValkyrie on Etsy, and I will put the link in the description. And then I got into my craft gremlin position and taped them all together, which is something that I hate doing, but I could not figure out how to combine them into a larger format. And after I taped them together and cut them out, I had a tail pattern.
So I don't have enough fur. Here, let me show you. So I cut out the patterns. And there's enough fur for one. I'm gonna have to buy some fur. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, it's the holidays. I'm sure there are sales going on. We will shop around for some fur and try to find the best sale that we can. If I can't find a good deal on fur, I don't know, do you think I could paint fur on the tail? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot of money. Let's go see if Joann's has any deals going on. So I probably bought way too much fur. The lady at the counter, she's like, so what are you making? I'm like, a squirrel tail? And she's like, I don't think you need this much fur for a squirrel tail. I'm like, it's a big squirrel tail though.
Mother dearest Joanne didn't have the proper rid dye, so we went to Daddy Michael's to get what we needed. Now we are back home and we are tracing the patterns and cutting them out.
So contact cement is usually the preferred adhesive for EVA foam, especially when you are dealing with curves. But contact cement is very toxic. I hate going out into my garage to having to do it. It's sticky. It gives me a headache if I bring it inside. And this hot glue is supposed to take the place of this toxic contact cement by being perfect for foam, but I'm not sure if it's going to work great for curves. So let's try it out. The hot glue does not work for curved edges, like at all. Let's go get the respirator and go out into the garage to do the contact cement. Look at my squirrel tail. It's huge. Let's make this longer. Whee! My squirrel tail. It's so big. Okay, I gotta do this cosplay now. I don't. My buyer's remorse that I had once I came home from Joann's is gone because this is the coolest thing ever. So 4 yards of fur is not how much you need. Maybe like 2 yards. I still have a lot of fur. Oops, let's just add it to the stash. Squirrel Girl's tail is 2 colors. There's the top color, which is like this dark brown color, and then there's the under color, which is, I don't know, I got sandstone, thinking that maybe I can like brush some other colors in it if it's not exactly what I want it to be. But that's also why we got 4 yards of fabric. So if this doesn't work out and I don't like it, we can just redo it. I think that's good enough. Let's go half the bottle. Let's go get the fabric. Maybe we want to do this one at a time. Oh no, I think we can. Ooh, it looks kind of orangey though. I don't know how I feel about this. Let's do the other one.
One eternity later.
I don't think it took.
So I'm not gonna let the color get me down. It's supposed to be darker on both sides. Actually, the dark part of this tail is like the same color of the light part of her tail. But we're gonna continue with the process and see how it turns out.
Let's turn this inside out. I really hope I sewed it correctly. After I washed it, all the lines got washed off because I marked them with water soluble ink. And then after I washed it, the fur looks like wool on a sheep and not like the long fur that I bought to look like a squirrel. So I'm gonna try combing it out and seeing if that works. Oh, and some of like this tan looks yellow. So many problems. But why would a cosplay be perfect the first time? The tail. So this goes on top. It's so big. Oh, I'm struggling. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. This is a 2-person job. Okay.
I think I struggled putting this fur over this giant squirrel tail more than I struggled trying to fit into pre-COVID jeans that I found last week. After the tail was all on, I got to combing the fur on the tail and hoping that it would look less like sheep wool and more like a squirrel tail.
So this tail is huge. It's exactly what I want it to be. The color is also a little lighter than what I want it to be. So I'm gonna have to paint it. But I first want to focus on rigging it to my body before I do anything else with this tail. This vlog is late because I could not figure out how to rig the tail to my body. Like, I have spent hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how to rig it. But yeah, I ordered some things off of Amazon. I know, I'm spending more money. And I will do a part 2 on how I rig the tail to my body. And if I can figure that out, I will commit to the full cosplay. Look at this is, can I? I can't even get it all in frame. Look at it. It's so big. It's so big. I like it.